What's up, guys and goddesses? It's GALAXIYAH. If you don't know me, you know me now. And I'm currently here in my room just making a video wanting to talk about things, or mostly talk to my future self, because I'm going to look at these videos in a few months or years and be able to see the changes within my mindset and with the changes within the phases of my life. I'm really just doing this because I like to journal to keep track of my life and how I'm feeling. But when I don't feel like writing or anything, I told myself I would do videos instead. Also, I want to balance my throat chakra and get comfortable talking on camera, looking at myself, talking to the camera, and knowing you know, knowing that it's okay to be able to sit in front of a camera and just express yourself, being comfortable doing that instead of feeling shy and everything. So today it is March 29th, a Saturday of 2025, and it is currently 6:46 p.m. according to the Matrix. And today I got my hair cut. Thank you to my barber. He got me right. I look all pretty and nice, and I like his vibe. He's very, very intelligent, really funny, and it's always an experience when he come and cut my hair, because it's not like other barbers who sit and just like, and I'm not throwing shade or anything on other barbers. I'm just saying, me personally, I like for things like getting my hair done and putting on a new outfit, trying a new outfit. I like for it to be like an experience. I like for it to feel like an experience. And when he come and cut my hair, we always laughing and cracking jokes and talking about music and other things. And I enjoy that because, he's not just sitting in my face, just cutting my hair and it's quiet the whole time. There's a conversation happening, it's something happening. And although I will admit I'm still, you know, working on conversating with other people, or I would say currently him, because like this is my second time meeting him. This is my second time getting my hair cut by him. So y'all know how it be when you first meet somebody, you don't really, you know, talk like that or whatever, but his energy is very immaculate, and I appreciate that. I also appreciate him getting me all nice and pretty. Um, so today, besides getting my hair cut, I've been in these four walls. I did go outside, do some groundwork. I realized and I noticed that when I do some grounding work, when I wake up, it makes me feel more level-headed. It makes me get out of my head. It makes me not feel angry about where I am currently in my life. So I made it a habit of trying to go outside for at least 10 minutes. I'm pretty sure I sit out there for more than 10 minutes though, because I enjoy watching the cars go by, considering I live by a highway right there. But like, give myself at least 10 minutes to sit outside and ground and just be excited and happy for where I am at in my life. And I've been telling myself recently that I need to be more obedient with spirit. So I know they can hear me, and they probably gonna throw some signs out to let me know that they hear me. But I realized that I'll be asking for answers, asking for guidance, and then when they tell me, okay, do this, do that, I'm like, I don't do it. Like, they'll probably be like, you need to cut this person out of your life. This person is hindering you, or this person is not great for you. This person is not benefiting you. And then I'll probably throw in some excuses in my head of why I shouldn't cut this person out. Like, okay, this person has helped me. This person is genuine to me. This person has been there for me in low moments of my life. But it's like, I realized that some people will treat you in a loving way just to keep you close, because they know who you are and what you're capable of and what you are achieving in life. And what I mean by that, because some people will wear a mask and you'll spend so much time with them that you'll see the mask fall off, and you finally get to see how they truly feel about you and what they think based on how they treat you. It's not about what they say. Sometimes it can be about what they say, but it's really about how they treat you. And I've experienced, being around a few people that I knew for a long time and seeing how they treat me, and I realized that they don't really like the love they have for me is rooted in jealousy or envy. And when spirit tell me, okay, you need to get rid of that person, I'll be like, well, maybe it's all in my head because your thoughts create your reality. Maybe it's all in my head. Maybe I'm the one creating this person to treat me this way. Maybe, you know what I'm saying? But it's like, no. At the end of the day, my thoughts do create my reality, but at the same time, I have complete control over my actions and how I treat other people. And I have that awareness. Some people don't have that awareness. Some people are being controlled and don't even realize it. Some people don't have the awareness to understand that certain actions that they do can cause people to feel a certain way around them. And I realized that I want to focus, I like to focus more on how I am feeling around a person. And if I feel a certain type of way and it's low vibrational, then I know that something's not right. A lot of people like to, make it seem like everything is always got to be perfect and love and light. But it's like, if you don't put yourself in the darkness, if you don't walk through the darkness, if you don't experience your nervous system being all shaky and giggity, if you don't get the message that something is wrong, your body don't give you the message that something is wrong, how will you know something is wrong? How will you know that something needs to change? How will you know that you need to fix something? And so I've accepted that certain things need to change, certain people I have to let go, certain experiences that I've experienced in the past I have to let go. But that all comes with healing and having complete faith in myself, because spirit would tell me something, and the reason why I don't listen or be obedient is because I'd be like, in my head I'm tripping. Like, the faith that I have in my intuition, it wavers here and there, I gotta be honest. And so I'll be like, I'm tripping, because the reason why the faith in my intuition wavers here and there is because some things that I pick up and that I know is wild. I have to be real. Like, some things that I pick up and I know, and that spirit will tell me, I'm like, ain't no motherfucking way. But it is, yes way, it is. And I'd be like, ain't no motherfucking way this is happening. Ain't no motherfucking way that is going on. And then spirit be like, okay, I'll show you again. I got you. And then I'll see it and I'll be like, okay, damn, it's real. But it's like, I don't want to constantly have to be reminded of what spirit already told me. I don't want to constantly have to have spirit tell me over and over again for me to finally believe in the messages that I'm picking up on. Meaning, like, my intuition, like, for example, my intuition told me that I was hanging out with a family member recently, not too long ago, and my intuition told me, like, I gave this person two things. I laid my boundaries down. I gave this person two things, two simple things, slight, light, that I said, like, don't mention me to the family. Don't mention my personal life to the family. What they know is what they see on social media. That's all they need to know. Don't tell my personal business because I'm not as close to them. I do not need people knowing what I got going on. I perceive everyone to be a spirit before a physical vessel. So don't be telling these spirits what the hell I got going on. If you want to chill with me, vibe with me, and and have access to my energy, that's cool. But don't tell a motherfucker what I got going on. There's no reason for them to know. And the boundary that I laid was threw out the window like a motherfucker. Told the person, don't tell the family members where I live at. It's not because they're gonna pull up. I know they're not gonna pull up, but it's like, they don't need to know whether I'm sleeping in a car or whether I'm sleeping in a condo. When I get my condo, they don't need to know that I'm living in such and such in my condo. They don't need to know all that. If they find out that, it's because I put it on social media and they saw it. But they don't need to personally know, oh, I got such and such at the condo. I'm eating such and such at the condo. Like, that's my business. And I watched as this person, not even a week passed by, and this person threw my boundaries out the fucking window. Like a person put their arm out the window, this motherfucker threw my boundaries out the window. And I deem that to be disrespectful. I deem that to be unloyal. Like, you don't have no loyalty to me. You didn't respect my boundaries. I'm not a little kid. I'm not someone that you can sit there and boss around. If I tell you this is what it is, this is what it is. You know, simple. And Spirit, after that, had told me. I was mad as fuck for days. Not gonna lie, I was pissed because I felt like that was disrespectful to me. As a person that laid their boundaries down, and it was two simple things that I asked of you, and within a week, you threw my boundaries out the window, I deemed that to be disrespectful and unloyal. So I was pissed as fuck about it. And I struggled speaking up about it, but I kind of did. But Spirit had told me, like, okay, get rid of that person. Don't hang out with that person. Don't chill with that person. Don't smoke with that person. Cut them out. And me, I'm thinking in my head, okay, I gotta be tripping because, like, this is a family member. Like, you know, just thinking of all the empathetic reasons of why I shouldn't cut this person out of my life. And then fast forward, this person just dipped out of my life. Like, I'm talking about, this person was supposed to help me drive to go to my job interviews, whoop-de-whoop. This person just literally disappeared, you know. And it made me angry because, like, we didn't make a deal, but we communicated about the plan. And I said, hey, if you help me get to these interviews, when I get a job, I'll put money in your pocket, I'll pay you to drive me to work, to drop me off at work. I'll pay you for helping me, you know. And for this person to just disappear out of the blue, no explanation, no communication, nothing, when I simply, I needed that person, you know, at the time. So I felt it really did hurt, but I had no one to blame but me, because Spirit been told me to let go of that person. And because I didn't, I had to go through some pain, and then Spirit got rid of that motherfucker. It's like every time Spirit would tell me, you need to cut this person off, you need to do this, I'll wait because of a empathetic reason. And then at the end of the day, I'll be the one in pain because that person will end up leaving anyways. So it's like, I realized that if I want to jump into this new highest timeline and really be one with my higher self, I have to let go of everything that's in the past. You know, I have to let go of everything that Spirit want me to let go of. You know, Spirit let me keep my tools and stuff, but some things I do have to let go of, and I understand that. And it's been a difficult path because, like, I already feel like there's not much that I have, just gotta be honest. I know we need to focus on how we speak, but I'm just being honest. This is how I currently feel, and this is why I'm calculating this, because I know it's gonna change over time. But I already feel like I have little to nothing, like, already. I barely have any, you know, like,